audio issues, but it looks like, oh wow, we're gonna get shocking camera angle, but it looks like Lil Mick is leading the pack right now, the first driver out of the pits.
All right, qualifying underway. And Lord Gamer, let's see if he can keep the streak alive. He has scored pole in every race this second season here at TTM. So definitely dominating qualifying along with the races. Albeit he had some bad luck last week. But yeah, he is the dominant one this week or this season. So we'll see what he's got.
Yeah, it's still a little messed up, but I don't think there's much we can do about it right this second. So
Okay.
sorry about that. But yeah, Lil Mick is gonna be the first one to set a hot lap. Actually, I lied. It looks like Heatwave has passed him. Heatwave on the medium tires. Heatwave has yet to score points, although he has showed his pace in qualifying. DNF'd from the first 2 rounds and did not manage to score points at Bahrain Short in Sakir. But hopefully he can pick up his first maiden points here as he takes a really clean line through turn 1, opening up the DRS. Alternate strategy is going to be pretty strong around here, being able to carry those tires long into the race. As you can see, a big lockup from him. He's going to lose time, missing the apex. But coming through a quick end of Sector 1, you can see how fast these drivers are going. It's flat in quali, a little bit of a lift for the start of the race, but once you get in that low fuel range, it'll be flat through there as well. You can see these sweeping turns he's coming through. A big braking zone. It'll be tricky to overtake through there, but I imagine we'll see some crazy people send something through there. And here we come towards turn 11 and 12, the big chicane. We already have our first retirement. Dubsy retiring in the pits, it looks like. It looks like HOT Heatwave gets a really good line through the 11-12 chicane. I'm sure we'll see some battles through there. That turn is super hard in dirty air, so maybe it'll force some people into mistakes. Hopefully we don't get a super safety car packed race like Tier 2, but I'm confident in these drivers. They have been on the up and up on the safety levels as Heatwave sets a 121.4 the first time in the session.
And definitely a good lap from him. Little Mick up there with the provisional 120.4. It's a good lap.
Yep, and he's followed by TTM Adler, and
there goes
no
Lord
one
Gamer.
is surprised to see it. Lord Gamer has gone pole. He's gone 5/10 quicker than Lil Mix. That's a 19.9. I'm sure we'll see that time fall. I'm sure we'll see maybe 19.5s, even lower towards the end of the session.
Yeah.
As pulled it down, looks like he's finishing a hot lap as Captain Duckspin's right in front of him and has gone off. And the Sauceballs has become our first victim of the 11-12 chicane. I think he crashed on his way out of there. Let's go on board with the Haas and see if we can spot him. Yeah, he lost it on the exit in qualifying first lap. That's really unfortunate for both of the Williams. Both of the Williams not being able to qualify today. So
well,
they're
they did say in the
gonna be
race
looking
brief
to-
that maybe starting at the back won't be such a bad thing with such a high-speed turn 1 at the start of the race. So that might not be too bad for him.
Yeah, definitely. This turn 1 is not something to be reckoned with as Tim A crosses turn 15 into 16 to finish his first hot lap. Let's see what this is going to be.
I talked to the Alpha Tower guys earlier in the week, and they said that this week their main goal is to clean up the mistakes. They said last week with them two with the two teammates colliding with each other, they didn't take each other out of the race, but they did end up getting out of the points because of that incident. So they said it was self-inflicted, and they're looking to clean that up this week.
Yeah, most definitely. That is, I mean, it is pretty much the spoken rule. Only really team rule, I guess, on track is to not hit your teammate.
Don't hit them.
Yeah, definitely not. They will definitely be hearing from. Is that France Tost?
Yeah.
down at AlphaTauri. So yeah, as TTM Shady's hits a purple sector 1, so he looks like he's going fastest going into the first turns of sector 2.
If my audio, let me know. I haven't listened to the stream. If it's too bad, I may bail out for the race, just so I don't ruin the stream here. But if it's too choppy, then because last week was almost unbearable to listen to.
Yeah, it's definitely choppy. I mean, I think you can understand, but if you think it's not worth it,
I don't want to ruin the stream. I'll hang around for quality, but if it's that bad, then I'm going to go ahead and bail out for the race.
All right, that's your decision. But Shady has joined his fellow TTM member on the second row of the grid. He sets a 120.5, going 4th quickest on the day. Let's go on board with NLF1, who looks like he is starting a hot lap now. Takes a very interesting line through turn 1 and keeps it out of the wall. He'll definitely bail out of that one, as that is not the quickest way to go through there. We've got a new driver today, Snover80 in the Red Bull. Missed the first rounds, but is here now in that second Red Bull car. He is on his first hot lap of this season. Purple sector 1, so looking quick. I'm not sure how much I trust my purple sectors right now, as it looked like TTM Shady was on a flyer, unless he messed up somewhere. My purple sectors are a little bit messed up, but we'll stay on board here with the Red Bull driver.
And Shady qualifying 4th so far provisionally. Pretty good lap from him, a 120.5. Almost identical with Dave. Very close with them two guys.
Yep, and Snover comes across the line with a 121.3, puts himself 6th. Dub Z in the chat says your audio is not unbearable, so if you want to stick around, would be appreciated. We've got Holder. All right, we've got Holder down on a hot lap, or on an out lap, but we've also got it's Brazy on a hot lap. It does look like Brazy is on a hot lap. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. Looks like an Alfa Romeo, excuse me, of Lil Mick is going slow as he tries to get the best exit on to his hot lap. Haas has been looking, you know, pretty strong here. I'll check what they are in the standings, but, you know, Brazy has been looking super strong. Just as I say that, he's kept his tires on the car. Lucky of him, he did not pull the Sauce Boss's move. But that is not the quickest way through that chicane.
Better get those
it
out
looks
of the
like
way.
Haas. Yeah, Haas are sitting P5. Currently, Brazy is carrying the Haas team. Not right now in qualifying, but throughout the season, he has gotten pretty good points for them. They're in P5, so not bad at all. A little bit of a gamer tag change for Brazy. Definitely wasn't an SSR driver before today. Captain Duck is on his hot lap, going through sector 1, now into sector 2. This turn right here, actually, turn 4, 5. Ooh, no, 6. Turn 6 is actually a turn that a lot of gamers, what am I talking about? A lot of people will you know, gain a lot of time on. You really can cut that turn and go onto the grass, and you gotta work on not cutting it wide, but the best people here will cut that corner and gain the most time there, as Heatwave has set a 19.7, so he's gone provisional pole. Definitely looking to score his first points of the season, and it would be a hell of a win, a hell of a way to do it if he got pole and won over Lord Gamer. I'm friends with Lord Gamer, and he has said that this is not his favorite track or best track to do as he comes through. This fast chicane looks like he gets it very cleanly. We'll see what this lap is when he comes through sector 1. Shady moving out of his way.
Yeah, and that'll be interesting at the start of the race with, just with the way it is right now, Heatwave and Gamer being at the top two, and them two getting together last week. We'll see how clean they can make it through first few laps here.
Yeah, I'm sensing a little bit of a rivalry
Little
between
bit,
those
little
two
bit.
drivers
But a
after
friendly one,
last week.
but
As
it is a rivalry.
definitely Lord Gamer going 4/10 quicker than Heatwave, or 3/10, my bad. Dave looks like he's on a hot lap coming through sector 3. Yellow flag in sector 1. That is, I think it's Lord Gamer slowing for traffic. Yeah, it is. As TTM Dave swings around turn 16. And he
Oh,
comes
third.
across the line, moves up into P3 with a 20.2. So now he is ahead of Lil Mick, who is still resides in the pits. We've got a Alpha Tauri starting a hot lap, Tim A. Not cutting turn 1 as much as you can, even on strict corner cutting, but no, still pretty good through there.
Do we not have a time from Brembo and Brazy?
Yeah, Brembo and Brazy, the only two to not set a hot lap currently. Let's check tires. It looks like everyone has opted to go for the soft tires except for Dat Circle, who currently is outside the top 10, so maybe not the way to go, as TTM Shady looked like he was running that wide, got a load of understeer, but seemed to gather it up. He's going to improve his time to 20.0, and
Great
he's going to go ahead of Dave and put himself on the second row.
Great lap from Shady. We'll see what his teammate Brembo has. Last week, outstanding race, finished second, and just really looks strong. So we'll see if he can keep that going this week here in Australia.
Yeah, TTM Shady and TTM Dave always looking for those podium spots, and you know, a win. Dave taking his first win last week, and Brembo taking P2. Brembo did finish on track, but picked up more time penalties than Dave, so good drive from those two. TTM Dave looking very strong today, looking for a win.
And Ronito rounding out P3 last week, and so that was his best finish ever here at TTM. So we'll see what he's got this week, and 121.5 so far, P9.
Yeah, and I think it'll be interesting to see how this season evolves. As a yellow flag, it looks like it's Rembo. No, it's Shady going slow, letting maybe the Alpha Romeo pass. But it'll be interesting to see how this season develops. A lot of these drivers will improve even late in the game. Everyone is getting quicker and quicker, so you never know. You could see someone like Heatwave find that extra pace he needs towards the end of the season and take the fight to Lord Gamer. And, you know, Shady Dave, all it takes is, you know, DNF from Lord Gamer and a win from one of those two to put them back up in the order. As I say, DNF, Brazy has DNF'd on a very peculiar turn. Let's go on board with the Renault and see what happened there.
Tough break for the Haas team. Brazy's had such fast pace through these first 3 races, and to qualify and, you know, to start in the back on this one's going to set him back pretty good. But he's got the pace to cut through the field, no doubt about it.
Yeah, most definitely. Looks like Heatwave's he's on an invalid lap and has a broken front wing, unfortunately. Lord Gamer is out for one more lap.
Yeah, Heatwave definitely struggling around the track.
Definitely, he's definitely gonna have to pit. I don't know if he's gonna have time to set another lap time. He's gonna have to book it after he comes out of the pits. But let's go on board with Lord Gamer for his 3rd hot lap of the session. Oh, and he gets super aggressive on turn 1. I think he was proud of that banker and was like, you know what, let's just completely send one, and sent it a little too hard there, buddy. But Captain Hole on a hot lap currently. Or Captain Duck, excuse me. A lot of captains in my friend. Yeah. yeah, Captain Duck on his hot lap, he'll be looking to improve.
It's
He's
about
got
the
the
same as the AlphaTauri guys ran last year, sort of the mid-back. But they said they're comfortable with Australia, so let's see if we can improve on that time.
yeah. This track is you know, pretty deceiving to look at as a TTM Shady and his teammate Brembo kind of get a little bit in the way of Captain Duck. He didn't lose any lap time though. Yeah, this track is super hard to be consistent at, and it's hard to do, you know, 20-something laps of this track and not spin at any of these corners. There are a bunch of traps around here. You know, you've got 11, 12, that high-speed chicane. You've got the traction out of turn 6 and turn 9. So, you know, and it's tight racing. So if you want to make an overtake stick, you really have to commit.
This is one of those tracks that it tests every kind of driving style that's out there, because I mean, like I said, you've got long straights, you've got the flat out sweepers, you got tight chicanes, and everything in between. So whatever you like or don't like, this track is going to have it as a race car driver. So that'll be
and I think that's one of the reasons it you know, in a normal season, it's so good for, you know, race one. It really gives you a sense of how the rest of the season is going to go, not only for the cars but for the drivers. You know, you have to have a super balanced car for this circuit. So yeah, it gives you a really good sense of where the teams are on round one. Although Bahrain is the same as TTM Shady. Oh my goodness, as TTM Shady goes for a big crash at the 11 and 12 chicane, set it a little bit too hard. Hopefully no one does that in the race, but that was a mighty shunt from the Mercedes there.
I was on board with Lil Mick. How about Lil Mick going third so far? Yeah.
Yeah, Lil Mick looking really strong, almost dipping into the 19s, but not quite yet. Actually going 1/1000th quicker than Shady, so slim margins here. TTM Dave has validated his lap. So has Captain Duck. Brownito is on a hot lap. Lil Mick's teammate. Let's see if he can join him up higher in the order.
The Alfa Romeo team looking really good so far this year. Finished P3 and P4 last week, so definitely a strong team there.
Yeah, definitely. If they keep the consistency up, they could be in for you know, P3 or higher in the constructors. As Dat Sergel crosses the line on soft tires, he puts himself inside that top 10, goes P8. The last one to set a lap is going to be Brownito on soft tires. He's currently in P11, so let's see what he can do as he comes across turn 16 down the straight, and he comes across the line. He's going to put himself P6, and you know, that's a really good lap from him. So the Alfa Romeo is looking super consistent here. And yeah, this looks like it's going to be your qualifying order for the session.
This is going to be a spicy one. Looks good.
Definitely.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we've got a nice GIF in the Discord of a car going into a dumpster. That is, I guess that might be a roast on Shady or everyone who's lost at that high-speed chicane. But yeah, this is your order. We've got Lord Gamer on pole and Heatwave joining him on the front row. It'll be interesting to see who gets a good launch out of there. No one's going to really want to back out, but that turn is really hard to go side by side through there.
Definitely.
So chaos will definitely ensue. We've got Lil Mick and Shady behind them on the second row. And here we are. It's 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are racing in Australia. It looks like a good getaway from Heatwave. Can he pull alongside Lord Gamer? A little bit of contact. Heatwave has the inside line, and he goes around, gets hit by a lot of people, and it's a yellow flag. No safety car yet. A little bit of chaos. It looks like everyone behind Heatwave has gotten away cleanly. TTM Adler, and oh my god, a big send from Dat Circle. Contact with Alfa Romeo behind. They were going 3 wide. Huge contact in the back. It looks like Tim was off the circuit. He is losing out to everyone behind. Oh, a little bit of grass for TTM Adler. And it's side by side from Dat Circle and Adler. TTM Adler is dropping back. Captain Duck trying to make a move, going side by side with the McLaren. He's going to have that one done. Snover pulls out of the racing line to make a move on Brownito. It doesn't look like it worked yet. Brownito gets a really loose, almost spinning out, but Snover gets through into P8. TTM Adler right on the back of Captain Duck. You'll be able to see the heavy fuel and dirty air through the 11-12 chicane. Let's see if people can make it through. There is a yellow flag. You can see Holder down and Brazy go, or not Brazy, and the Sauce Boss go side by side as the Sauce Boss gets through. Unfortunately, Dubsy has spun round, I think, and dropping down the order. I'm sure we'll see a couple people pit. You can see Holder down, have no wing, and he squeezes Heat Wave to the outside. Heat Wave gets spun again. It looks like the Racing Points have a vendetta against Heat Wave, but Heat Wave is dropping all the way down the order.
A really unfortunate start for the Haas team. Heat Wave, wow, qualified second, instantly back down. Oh goodness, tough break, tough break.
Yeah, definitely.
And his teammate Rosie all the way from all the way up into 10th, and so yeah, he's already starting to cut his way through.
Yeah, Heat Wave definitely not having one of his best performances. But his teammate in the points currently behind Brownito and behind Brembo. These drivers are super close. It looks like Lord Gamer has pulled a little bit of a gap to TTM Shady. No Heat Wave to be seen. Heat Wave will probably pit on hards, and I think you can actually bring those to the end. So if he pulls off that crazy strategy, that will be super interesting to see. As you can see, Brownito pull off the racing line. I thought he was going to make a move into turn 12. That would have been a little bit insane, but you can see Brazy pull off the line. He's going to be late on the brakes, almost running into the back of the Mercedes, but it looks like he's going to have the move done on the Alfa Romeo.
Great move by
Brazy. A lovely pass. A lovely pass from the Haas driver up into P9. You can see how close he is to Brembo. Brembo running out of ERS. You can see the light. And it looks like Dave is in the pits with wing damage, so he's going to have to change his wing. Oh, and you can see Brazy and SSR, and Brembo go side by side. It looks like Brazy has the move done, but Brembo is going to fight back. Let's go on board with Brownito right behind them. They're going in a wolf pack right now. You can see those two are really late on the brakes. Brownito being super conservative. He's looking for a gap that he can capitalize on. Brembo on medium tires, still in the top 10. Ooh, a little bit of oversteer from Brownito, getting loose.
Brazy is starting to pull away from Brembo now.
Yeah, and you can see the launch that Brownito had. You can see the launch that Brownito had on the softer compound.
Brownie just backed out of that one, thought better of it. He was going to go to the outside, but knew it was probably going to end bad.
We've also got Heat Wave on the back of NLF1 on medium tires. It looks like Heat Wave is going to try to make the move into the 11-12 chicane. He's going to have a compromised line, but can he do it cleanly? He's definitely going to pick up a warning there, but he does have that move done. Let's go back on board with Brownito. Brembo's still ahead of him. You can see the light blinking for Brembo, so let's pull up his ERS. We can check in with Brembo's ERS. Yeah, you can see just how much he's used, only on 17% and using everything he has. Brownito on 40%, so these drivers giving it everything. We're already 4 laps in this race. They seem like they have flown by.
I didn't see what happened with Dave, but yeah, I came back out on mediums and looked like he had wing damage going in, so I'm not sure what happened with that incident. I don't know if that was from turn 1 at the first lap or not.
Yeah, couldn't tell you either. Unfortunately, TTM Dave, TTM Adler, Holder Down, and HRT Heatwave are all out of the top 10, and NLF1 for that matter, all contenders for good points positions, but all of them currently reside out of the top 10. We've got Snover on his debut, currently in P6, and of course you've got Brownito and his teammate Little Mick, both in the points. Little Mick currently in a podium position. Snover picks up a penalty, and it's a full course caution as Brazy has DNF'd off the chicane.
Oh man, what a
Wow.
tough break for the Haas team. Not a good start for this race. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. He was looking really strong too, cutting his way through the field at a great pace.
Yeah, really good pace from both of the Haas guys week in and week out. It's just they've lacked the consistency to get those two cars in the points. Yeah, Heatwave picks up a penalty
Lord
under
Gamer coming out of the
safety
pits
car.
on Hearts.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of these guys are opting to go for the hard tires. It's going to be a little bit of a tire-saving game. So I know Lord Gamer's style is very aggressive. You can see him chop away at that wheel. So his tires wear out really quick. He's heating them up, even though they've still got a couple laps to do under safety cars. So, you know, Brownito Supreme has not pit and opted to go for track position. He is on the soft compound of tire. Brembo right in front of him on mediums. That's a really good position for Brembo. If there's another safety car, Brembo could be in good position for, you know, a podium finish.
Yeah, and which is highly likely given what we've seen so far in this early race.
Yeah, this track is very hard to do 29 laps of and not do something like Brazy has done. Yeah, Brazy in the chat, 17th to 7th, and has thrown it all the way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Heatwave, he's on medium tires. He might be able to carry those to the end. He'll be in puncture position. Heatwave might be able to pick up good points here. Hopefully he gets his maiden points. He is super quick. We know he has the pace, but he's just got to, you know, keep it out of the wall, keep it out of other people's cars, and he'll be good to go. So you can see the tires that everyone is on. You've got Brembo, who started on mediums in first. You've got Brownito, started on softs in second. Then you've got Lord, who pit for hards. Tim A, who stayed out on softs. And you've got Shady and Lil Mick on hards. Captain Duck and Sergal on mediums. Snover on hards. Dave on mediums after he had to pit for wing damage. Oh, and you can see Lil Mick going to the pits there.
Was it Brownie?
Or no, Brownito, yeah, excuse me. Brownito has gone into the pits. I don't know how...
kind of a late decision there.
Yeah, if he can... let's see what tire he goes for. He goes for the hard compounded tire. So he'll be looking to take those to the end. There was a ORL race, I think, with the top esports drivers, Jarno Otmir, Josh Idowu, a bunch of other really quick drivers on the F1 game in Monza. And there was a lap 1 safety car, and they all pit to hards.
Oh wow!
And it was a game of who cannot get a puncture. And I am imagining that some of these guys will be in puncture territory, especially the guys on mediums. You know, it's not going to be great if they have to pit again.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. If there is another safety car, that will throw a spanner in the works. But,
yeah, like I said, it's very likely because this is one of those tracks that even if you don't have an incident with another car, this is one of those tracks that you can have a self-inflicted incident all by yourself, just trying to keep it on track. And there's so many places around here where you can dip one tire off and you'll lose it. So that's going to be a challenge for 29 laps.
Yeah, a real test of consistency. Yeah, I mean, you could be 20 seconds out in P1 and put it into a wall, and that would be a race. And I was just thinking about, for the guys who do have to stretch their tires, coming through these high-speed corners, it's going to be super slippery near the end.
Definitely.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
All right, hopefully I should get one more lap here out of the 6th car. We're back to racing.
Yeah, it looks like we're just waiting for Dub Z to catch up to the pack on new softs. Interesting strategy choice for him. I think we are going to have one more lap under safety car, and then we'll get back to green flag racing.
Wonder if Tim is regretting that decision, staying out on the sauce. Five lap old sauce. Everybody else coming in, so he might be holding up the pack here pretty soon.
Yeah, Tim A is going to be struggling a little bit. He's going to have to pit soon. The soft compounded tire are great in qualifying, but definitely not the best race tire to be on right now, especially 6 laps into this high deg circuit. It's going to be a interesting strategy from that AlphaTauri.
Maybe he's betting on another safety car pretty soon.
And you know, the odds are, I don't want to say in his favor, but I wouldn't be surprised,
Yeah,
let's
I
say
wouldn't be
that, if
surprised.
there was another safety car.
Hopefully this restart will be nice and clean. TTM Dave back relegated back to ninth after the incident turn lap one. So let's see on his fresh mediums what he can do. Showing pretty strong pace in qualifying.
Yeah, coming off the back of a win, hopefully he can keep up that momentum and make his way through the pack. He is on 4-lap-old tires, so he's got 2 laps on the guys in front. And yeah, it's gonna be a super interesting race strategy-wise. You know, are those medium tire runners gonna pull ahead of the hard runners and then have a safety car, or are they gonna try to bring those mediums to the end? It would be a crazy race if they do.
Yeah, that'll.
As Brembo is pacing the pack now, because we got the call from race control to let us know that the safety car is in this lap. So Brembo is now pacing the field. Heatwave.
Oh, we got a heat wave collision with Hadler.
Yeah, Heatwave has picked up a 5-second time penalty along with the McLaren driver, all the way down in 11th and 12th.
Definitely don't like to see people touching under safety. That's not a good thing.
Yeah. Brembo started the race on these, and here he goes. He is now going full speed around turn 16 and on to the long straight using ERS. It's a very good start. He has put a 9/10, almost a second gap to Lord Gamer. Let's check in with the people behind. It looks like everyone has got a good start. TTM Dave, a very good start. Snover pulls off the racing line, goes defensive. TTM Dave tries to go around the outside, doesn't have the space for it, gets a little bit on the grass. Snover gets very loose, and you can see TTM Dave will try to make a move, but you can see Heatwave going side by side in the background with the sauce boss, and it looks like Snover goes very, very defensive. A little bit of contact from those two. It looks like Heatwave gets by the sauce boss. TTM Dave is still behind the debut driver. And it looks like everyone else has gotten clean.
Yeah.
Brownito down.
Big clean start. Restart. Big clean.
Yep, Brownito down in 13th, looking to make a move on NLF1, pulling on to the outside. A little bit of contact from those two. Who can be later on the brakes? It looks like NLF1 had the inside line, and that allows Dub Z to go up through these two. And now Brownito has lost out.
Dave and Snover side by side.
Oh, and they're going side by side through 11 and 12, and yep. Yeah, that is not a place you want to go side by side, and it is a very hard shunt into the wall for Dub Z, falling down the order. Although he doesn't have wing damage, he went in rearwards, and there is no rear wing damage in this game.
And hold her down. Just had contact with Brownito, lost it. Both of them.
Oh, and there's big oh, that's got to be a safe. Whoa.
Virtual.
It's a virtual safety car. I'm gonna describe what I just saw. It looks like Heatwave and I'm not even sure who else. Heatwave and Snover has no front wing. They made contact on the pit straight. I think Heatwave had the outside line going into the last turn of 16. He got on that outside curb, got really loose, and spun into Snover. Snover went straight into the pit wall, and now he has 0 wing. He's not out of this race yet, although it is a very unfortunate sight. Oh my God.
Hold her down, no front wing after that collision with Brownito, and he's having a really tough time keeping it on track.
Yeah, let's go on board with Lord Gamer, who is chasing down Brembo. Brembo still has not pit. He's on medium tires. He might be he's looking for that one stop. Lord Gamer is looking to bring these tires all the way to the end, very late on the brakes, getting really close to him. Let's go on board with Captain Duck, who's behind Lil Mick. Captain Duck on the the softer compounded tire, going a little bit quicker than Lil Mick, but is he going to hold him up in the race strategy? Tim A still has not pit 8 laps on these soft tires. And we've got NLF1 and Heatwave going side by side. Heatwave is definitely going to want to pit. Yeah, he has no end plates, and that's going to allow NLF1 to inherit P10.
Hold her down, off track again, having a really hard time controlling that car.
Yeah, Holden Down has not had the best of starts to the season. I don't think he's had 1 points finish. He got 6 points in Bahrain. So good showing from him there. TTM Shady has picked up a time penalty. Lord Gamer is very late on the brakes. I don't know if he wants to make the move right now, but
I think right now maybe
Brembo,
he's trying to be a little bit patient, put some pressure on Brembo, try to force him into his own mistake and go about it that way.
Yeah, Brembo is going very defensive, and TTM Dave and Dat Sergel, I think TTM Dave actually passed the Renault driver, but let's go back on board Lord Gamer as he's going side by side with Brembo to the outside. He gets a little bit on the grass, a little bit of contact. Both going in to the Sector 3 side by side. A little bit of contact into the braking zone, but it looks like Lord Gamer is going to have the move done, and he's going to inherit P1, and it's a full course safety car. What has gone on here?
Missed that one.
TTM Dave has gone into the pits. This is going to, really shift the standings here and the strategies.
They've put fresh mediums on.
I don't know exactly what happened. Heatwave doesn't look like he has, yeah, Heatwave does not have a front wing.
I was going to say, it looked like he was struggling out there, so.
Yeah, Heatwave has 0 front wing, so that might be part of why we're back under safety car. So, interesting. We've got a couple people pitting. We can see the tires strategy right now. Lord Gamer not in the pits. Heatwave definitely going into the pits. He picks up a 5-second time penalty. It's hard to judge it because the racing line acts like you have a front wing. So you brake when the racing line breaks, and you have no front downforce on those tires. So right. Slide right into the pits. So Heatwave goes on medium tires. Captain Duck, TTM Dave both pit, but I don't think anyone else did. Dubsy actually did. But other than that, no one else pit except for Holder Down. So Lord Gamer is pacing the field currently on hard tires. Brembo passed the pit lane before the safety car came out, so he did not get a chance to pit. I'm sure Brembo and Tim A would have loved to pit this lap, as they have both not gone in for their mandatory pit stops yet.
I think both Captain Duck and Dave are probably betting on another safety car. They came in for fresh mediums. So I don't know if the mediums will carry them all the way. I guess they would. Well, lap 11. No.
I think it would be a little bit of a stretch, but it's definitely doable. And you can see Brembo going to the pits. Is Tim A going to join him? Yeah. Yes, he is.
Brembo going for hards?
Yeah. I think hards are the safer option at this moment. I think mediums would make it, but
I believe Brembo ended up, when they restarted that second time, I believe he started on medium, so I think that was going to be his only choice anyway.
Yeah, Brembo did not pit yet, so it was either soft or hards, and I think it's a pretty clear decision what to go with.
So Shady looking really good. Had some really, a lot of unfortunate incidents the first few races this season. admittedly said most of them were self-inflicted. He was going to have to clean up his mistakes, and he's benefiting from other people's mistakes so far, sitting pretty in second place.
Yeah, looking good for the... Oh! Lord Gamer got on the grass a little bit. I know he streams, so maybe looking at his chat, talking to himself. His mother makes meatloaf, and sometimes he gets distracted from the game, so, you never know what is going on in the Lord Gamer household. NLF1 up into P5 after a pretty shocking start, I think. He went down the order. And we're getting confirmation that the safety car is in this lap, and it's a big pileup. Oh my gosh.
Good grief, what happened there?
Oh, a lot of 5-second time penalties being handed out now.
Sloppy.
NLF1 actually passing a ton of people under safety car. So, I guess he's not complaining. Hold it down picks up a 5-second time penalty. They're going side by side right now in a safety car.
Gracious. Oh, goodness.
Oh my gosh. This is
I believe this is going to be discussed afterwards as people's driving under safety, because it's the second incident where there's been contact under safety car, and it's kind of amateurish.
Yeah, they were flying through that quick chicane and came to a halt very quickly, and you can see Lord Gamer spun! Lord Gamer DNF on the restart!
Oh no!
And I think that's brought out another safety car.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
I can't say that I've seen that yet.
He smelled the meatloaf and blitzed the throttle. But actually, I think the race is still going. No safety car. So it was just an old one, and you can see a bunch of contact from the back. Oh, and NLF1, it has gone around. Bronito has spun the Red Bull driver. TTM Dave trying to get a make up positions. He's on medium tires, probably looking to take those to the end as well if he can.
Goodness gracious, what a crazy turn of events that was. I really wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, an insane restart. This will be, really unfortunate for Lord, but, as I was talking about earlier, all it takes is a Lord DNF and then a win from someone behind to catch right back up in the order. I don't want to say I called it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you did say there was no commentator curse.
Yeah, and as I've said it, turns 11 and 12. Yeah, turns 11 and 12 have claimed another victim, and that victim was the Sauce Boss. He did it in qualifying, and he's also done it here in the race.
Whew, goodness gracious.
Yeah, so we've got 3 DNFs. You can see TTM Dave and Captain Holt super close to each other. Almost making contact. And I think we're under green flag running. Yeah, Bronito goes really wide, and that's going to allow Captain Duck and Dave to try to get by. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 5.
Oh, goodness.
Who is later on the brakes? Looks like Dave opts out of that one, but he's going to try to go for a switchback. He switched back 2 drivers. Is he going to have the move done on Captain Duck? Yes, he is. TTM Dave overtaking 2 drivers and up to
Great move by Dave.
Brilliant move by the Ferrari driver. Let's go on board with Heatwave. Heatwave is now in the points, trying to overtake the AlphaTauri of Tim A. We know Tim A likes to defend. Yep, you can see him pulling off the racing line there, going very defensive. Heatwave is going to try to switch back. He gets the better traction, almost going into a wall, but I think he keeps it out of it, and he's going to have P9 away from Timmy, unless Timmy decides to use all his ERS and fight back into 11-12. No,
better if it backed off just a little.
Yeah, backed out of that one, thinking better to not DNF out of this race. Heatwave moves up into P9 on the journey for his first points.
Dubsy capitalizing on some retirements, and he's up to 8th after starting in the back.
It looks like TTM Dave is going to pull out of the slipstream right now. He has DRS, or actually no DRS, but a very easy move. Maybe that circle has some wing damage. I can't tell. Yeah, I don't think he does. I think Dave's just looking super quick, but Captain Duck has also caught up to Dat Circle very quickly. Dat Circle on 10 lap old medium tires. Tires, are probably falling off at this point.
Yeah, and that strategy from Dave going with the mediums is looking really good. He's in third with the guys up ahead with some old cars, so he's going to have traction. He's looking good for another race win if we can keep it clean the rest of the way.
Definitely, makes a little bit of contact with Lil Mick. Hopefully he keeps both of his end plates. It looks like he does, so maybe...
Dave is flying out there.
Yeah, Dave is looking super quick. You can see him using that ERS, but he's gotten past Lil Mick. Lil Mick trying to fight this, coming around the outside. A little bit of contact. Oh my goodness, a very aggressive move from Lil Mick, but he takes P2 back from TTM Dave. Lil Mick is on 10 lap old hards, and TTM Dave is on 6 lap old or 6 lap fresher medium tires. So a very aggressive move from Lil Mick. Not sure what the strategy for this is, but TTM Dave is going to send one into turn 1. They're going side by side through turn 1. They have contact. Mick is pushed onto the grass. They're going side by side, a little bit more contact. These two are giving each other some loving on the straights right now as they go into turn 5, and it looks like TTM Dave is going to make that move stick. And LF1 picks up a time penalty. Dat Circle is going side with TTM Adler and Brownito trying to go past Heatwave. Heatwave are going side by side right now. It looks like Heatwave is going to have the move up into 7th. Brownito gets wide, and that's going to allow Dub Z to have a look, but nothing going for the Williams.
Great.
Yeah, crazy racing from all these drivers, although it looks, even though it's aggressive, it looks pretty clean. Heatwave has the straight line speed on that circle. They're going to go side by side into 11 and 12, and he's going to have the move. A great move from Heatwave. Snover picks up 3 seconds of time penalties. He's all the way down in 11th, looking to make up some positions to get points on his debut here.
And provided he doesn't make any mistakes on his own, Heatwave is flying out there. He's got some great pace, and he's cut through the field.
Yeah, Heatwave, one of the stronger drivers here today. Hopefully he keeps it out of the wall, unlike his compadre, Brazy. But so far, so good.
How about Captain Duck and the Alpha Tower? He looks really good in 4th. It's a really strong, if he can keep that going, that'll be a strong finish for the Alpha Tower team.
Definitely. Captain Duck currently sitting P10. He's only had 1 points finish. He got 10 points in Britain, but he would love to take home points from P4 right now. He is on 6 lap old medium, so, I'm not sure if he can make it to the end of the race. It would be a stretch, but we're going to have to check in with that strategy later on as Brownito is in the DRS of Dat Circle. Dat Circle on 12 lap old mediums, so those mediums are not going to be looking the freshest they've ever looked. Dat Circle gets a little bit loose on the exit of turn 12.
Shady looking really strong in 1st place. Dave was trying to catch up with him, but not taking a lot of time away from him. Well, as I say, that the interval goes from 3 to 2.4, so Dave using a lot of DRS to try to get caught back up.
Heatwave is on fire. He has caught up to TTM Adler way in the DRS, and they have a pretty equal ERS. Heatwave opts to use his, and he's going to fly past the McLaren. Easy move.
Great move outside by Heatwave.
Yeah, easy move for him up into P5.
Now Heatwave sets his sights on Captain Duck. Let's see how well he defends.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on that gap. Dubsy currently in the slipstream and DRS of Brownito. Brownito up into 8th. Alfa Romeo's currently sitting P3 in the constructors, I believe. Yeah, or no, P4 right behind Racing Point, Mercedes, and Ferrari.
Captain Duck trying to stay within DRS range. Little Nick. We have a yellow flag safety car.
Dub Z has retired from the session.
Z.
Yep, and on the exit of the 11-12 chicane, he's lost it just like his teammate, the Sauce Boss. So the Williams falling victim.
Not a good weekend for the Williams, yeah.
Yeah, the Williams falling victim to the same corner. That high-speed chicane really
Dave
is
comes
challenged.
in for softs.
Yeah, 10 laps here. It's going to be a sprint race to the end. I think the soft runners are going to have a big advantage. Shady not going into the pits. So, big moves from him. He's going to have to defend from Lil Mick, who's also not gone on into the pits. So, they're both on 14-lap-old hards. Then you've got Captain Duck and Heatwave behind them on 8-lap-old mediums. All those drivers looking to make it to the end. Alpha Tauri looking really strong. Time in P5 on mediums. And then Holder Down has also not pit. He's gone up into P6 on 9-lap-old mediums. So that's going to be a stretch. Dat Circle has disconnected from the session. Hopefully he rejoins us. It looks like Holder Down has forgot to take his overtake off on the safety car. Interesting. Strategies from the only remaining racing point. And everyone from him down has pit for softs. So TTM Dave is going to have to go on a rampage here. Oh, Dat Circle got disqualified. But,
oh, wow. Lots of retirements here.
Yeah, we've got... oh, wow, I can't count 5 on the board currently. Well, four retirements and 1 disqualification. So if TTM Dave really wants this win, he is going to have to go on a rampage, making up 7 positions on the fresher compounded tires. Can he do it? If he keeps it clean, I would not doubt him.
Yeah, it's going to be a matter of just finding the right places to pass. And you know, with the race winding down, 10 11 laps left, it's going to be, you know, pick your spots, be patient. Don't try to send it into, you know, a corner that might be a little tricky. You know, it's going to be about patience. But I think, you know, if anybody has that racing mindset, it's Dave. He's made a lot of clean passes so far, and yeah, he'll have no problems, I don't think.
Dat Circle joined back. He'll probably be surprised to see that his car has been disqualified. That's going to be a nasty surprise when he loads back into the session.
When I looked at his car, it was stopped in the middle of the track. I wasn't sure if that was a connection issue or what happened there.
Yeah,
it wasn't
sure
ghosted.
about
It was just at a full stop. Hopefully no more contact under safety.
Right.
Last safety car was kind of a sloppy one.
Yeah.
Also claiming Lord Gamer as well.
Yeah, that was a interesting restart from the pink Mercedes. But yeah, it should be a cleaner restart here. I imagine that the safety car will be in this lap, so TTM Shady will be pacing the field. Hopefully we don't have any crazy contact like we did before. Yep, and there is the confirmation.
Shady and Mick are gonna have to do some lot of defending. 15 lap old hards, and they got a lot of softer compounds. Everybody on softer compounds behind them, so they're gonna have a lot of defending to do here pretty soon. Yeah, Captain Duck in third P3 right now, so that's a strong showing from him in this race. He's going to have Heatwave all over him, though, so Heatwave has definitely got the pace.
Yeah, Captain Duck on the medium tires. I don't know how well they're going to be faring against those hards. I imagine they're going to be around the same, but here goes Shady almost making contact with Lil Mick. He gets a clean start, not pulling a Lord Gamer, pulls a 6/10 gap to Lil Mick, but Lil Mick using the ERS, catching up. No one's pulling off the racing line just yet. Yeah, it looks like a pretty tame restart at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, Dave taking advantage. Timmy locked up.
Yep, Timmy locked up on the old tires. Here goes Dave. Dave trying to find a way past on the fresher tires. Dave is going to be one to look out for on the, 0 lap old Sauce. He's making contact with the back of the Alpha Tower. We know how much Timmy likes to defend. He'll go defensive into this corner. Yes, he will. Oh, Dave tries to send one around the outside. He leaves no space, and Timmy has spun. Oh, and it might be contact. I think he has his... Wow.
Oh, Timmy was looking so good there in P5.
Yeah, and now, since Timmy had a little bit of a skirmish with Dave, it has allowed Adler to be the one on soft tires, but whoa, what a send from Dave. I think Adler may have felt bad for the contact and let Dave have the position back, but now they're definitely going to be free to fight. And you can see how close Heatwave is to Duck, but there's a yellow flag, but it has been waved, so I thought there was going to be no overtaking down the straight, but you can see Heatwave right on the back of Captain Duck. Not going for a move just yet, but Brembo threatened Adler with a move down the straight, but those two keeping their positions. You can see how much ERS Brembo is using. They're already at 40%, and Timmy has picked up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Penalties are going to be a big factor. Lil Mick in P2 has 14 seconds, and Heatwave has 11 seconds, so wow. That's going to be a huge disadvantage for those two drivers, and TTM Dave has caught up to the back of the medium runner, so his first victim is going to have to be Heatwave. TTM Dave tries to make one.
Oh, Little Mick.
Oh, Lil Mick and Captain Holt going side by side. TTM Dave getting really good traction out of that turn, getting past Heatwave. TTM Dave is going on the rampage we were just talking about. Can he make the move on Captain Holt and Lil Mick quick enough to be unleashed on a TTM Shady? TTM Shady does not have more penalties than Dave. Both of them have 3 seconds, so they will be racing on track if Dave can catch up. Oh, thought about Dave going for it. Captain Duck going out wide. He scared Captain Duck. Captain Duck was late on the brakes. Heatwave going side by side with Captain Duck. Captain Duck getting really loose. And that's going to allow... Captain Duck getting a huge tank slapper. Oh my goodness, and that allows Adler and Brembo to go past him. Brembo's looking for a move on Adler. Adler gets late on the brakes, going a little bit in the grass. Brembo, oh my god, and they're going to go 3 wide into turn 5. Who can
Duck comes back up into P5.
Oh my goodness. Lockups from pretty much all 3 of them. Oh, and that's a DNF. It's straight into the wall. Captain Duck goes. I actually think he kept the tires on the car, so it's not a full safety car. But Dave has caught up to Lil Mick. Let's go on board with Dave here. He can't pass just yet. Oh, no, he can. It's, yellow flags are not in effect for them right now, but Dave now has a 2-second gap to catch Shady. I imagine he can do that, so
yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on that gap. Heatwave on medium tires trying to catch a Lil Mick on hards, and Brembo behind those two on soft tires, and Adler and NLF1 I believe also on the soft tires as well.
Dave is absolutely flying out there on those soft tires, and he's on a mission.
Yeah, he's already caught up by 8/10 just in the last sector, and you can see the traction he gets out of the corner. You're watching that delta fall by the second. He's now 1 second down from Shady, so he's gonna have the DRS soon enough. But he has used a lot of ERS. I mean, so has Shady. But Shady's not going to give this one to Dave for free. So it'll be an interesting battle between those two. And they're both going to have to keep it clean, not picking up penalties. Shady getting a little bit loose on the exit of turn 5, I believe. Oh, wow.
Heatwave closing in on Little Mick. He's conserving his DRS. See, Little Mick is down below 50, but Heatwave is doing a great job of conserving his ERS, staying in that draft and kind of picking his spots.
Yep, doing his best NASCAR impression and, you know, gaining all the ERS he needs from the DRS and slipstream of Lil Mick. And you can see the straight line speed Heatwave has on Lil Mick, maybe running slightly less downforce. Those hard tires are not going to be thriving. I mean, neither are these mediums. Lil Mick getting really loose, going on to the grass. A little bit of a lockout from Heatwave. Who can get the better exit off this last turn onto the straight? Heatwave opens up DRS, and he has decided to use his ERS. He's going to unleash and move on the Alfa Romeo here. Violently pulls out from there on the racing line.
Really,
but they're going to go side by side. Lil Mick actually defending it off, and he's going to have the move going on the grass. So they're going to go side by side into turn 3. And Heatwave looks like he's going to have the move done on Lil Mick.
Dave moves into P1.
Oh, I've missed it. But I don't think TTM Shady was putting up much of a fight for Dave.
Yeah,
so now Dave just has to keep it clean until the end. 4 more laps to go. Brembo has caught up to the back of Lil Mick and Heatwave. I'm sure Brembo was happy that those two are fighting, but Brembo has used almost all of his ERS, but he is on the faster compound of tires, so let's see how he goes about picking these drivers off and trying to move up into a podium position. Lil Mick has DRS, so Brembo's not going to be able to make a move just yet into turn 13.
Heatwave's going to be trying to close that gap on Shady with time running out here.
Most definitely. Oh, Brembo has gone super deep, and that's allowed Adler to get through. So now Adler is the one who's going to try to fight for these podium positions. Hold it down is only 2/10 behind NLF1. NLF1 has a blinking light. Hold it down, pulls off the racing line. It looks like he's going to have that move done on the Red Bull.
Good move by Holder down to the inside turn 1 there.
Yep, haven't seen much of him this season. I think he only scored points in 1 race. But
with his teammate out, it'll be up to him to get the pink car some points today.
Yeah, he's going to want to hopefully pick up good points for the Racing Point family because, yeah, their main driver, who Lord Gamer, who's been carrying them for the first 3 rounds, has DNF'd on that restart. As you can see, Adler bumping into the back of Lil Mick. Lil Mick is going to be super slow on those hard compound of tire.
See Heatwave closing the gap. Oh no! Heatwave crashed!
Oh no! No!
Oh, goodness.
And
Lost
that
it coming out of the chicane.
That is heartbreak for the Haas team. Heatwave was on board for really good points for Haas. He has not scored points in this season yet. He had 3 laps to go, but you can see just how hard it is to keep it consistent on this track, and he has fallen victim to the fast chicane as well. Unfortunate for Heatwave. Yeah, that is really sad to see, but that allows Lil Mick up into the podium position and Adler up into 4th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy turn of events there. He was looking so good. Charged his way back through the field after, you know, the turn 1 incident, been relegated to the back, and took advantage of some retirements and some safety cars, and looking at a, you know, P3, possibly P2 finish, and then to have to end it like that is heartbreaking for the Haas team.
Yeah, he is going to be kicking himself for the next couple hours after that one. Yeah.
But Dave is just in a race of his own right now, 4 now, almost 5 seconds ahead, and clean air and fresh not fresh, but soft tires, and race winding it down. It's looking good for him if he can not have any self-inflicted mistakes.
Yeah, he has picked up another 3-second time penalty, so TTM Shady does have 3 seconds, so if TTM Dave picks up another one, then Shady might be able to keep it within that 6-second gap, but it'll be hard. As you can see, Adler gets really loose. The traction out of turn 15 is not the best. So Brembo and Adler trading off that P4 position. The person in front just has to make a mistake, and that allows the next soft runner to try to unleash their attack on the podium
Yeah, until you
positions.
mentioned it, I didn't even bring up the penalties, but now that I bring it up, a little mix, 17 seconds in penalties, and that looks really good for Adler to jump in that podium spot.
Adler is getting super, super duper anxious on the throttle. He's been, drifting out of corners for the last couple that I've seen. So hopefully he can keep it clean. He's only got, a lap and a half to go.
Got Brembo closing in on him in the back there, right behind Adler.
Oh, that's a yellow flag. It looks like Snover in his debut has gone off in the background.
Brembo is out of ERS, trying to catch up to Adler there.
Yeah, these two are fighting on track, both with 3 seconds of time penalties, and Snover has retired on the exit of turn 5. Oh, yeah. I don't think that's going to bring out a safety car this late in the race as TTM Dave. Oh, Brembo's gone very deep into turn 15. Yeah, and that's going to allow Adler to probably hold on to P4 unless he makes a mistake. But provisionally, it will be a podium position for the McLaren if he can hold it together. Snover DNFing on his debut, so no points for the Red Bull.
Other than the yellow flag, start to one.
Not sure what that was all about. Looks like everyone is keeping it clean. But as the gaps kind of peel out, it looks like this is going to be your running order. Maybe TTM Adler has a move, but I don't know if he's going to try to make it. Little Mick got 17 seconds worth of time penalties.
Yeah, he's fine. He can just kind of sit behind him and just get through this lap, and he'll have the podium, no problem.
Yeah, and it looks like Dave, who is coming through Sector 3 right now in the Ferrari, might have back-to-back wins. Only 2 turns to go here through turn 15 into the braking zone, looking super clean all the way to the end. From P7 after the safety car restart to P1, he's going to come across the line for back-to-back wins at Bahrain Shore and Australia. What a race from TTM Dave, and it looks like Shady is going to have P2. Those two looking really strong, and Adler, as we expected, hopping up into that last podium position, and Brembo in P4. Holder down all the way up into P5 after the little mix, 17 seconds of penalties. So Holder down picks up good points for the pink Mercedes team. Brownito with 11 seconds is going to come across the line in provisional PA. I don't know if he'll lose out to Tim A. But yeah, here comes Tim A around turn 15 to round out top 9, and then his teammate, Captain Duck, will round out the points. So everyone who finished the race got points. That is a very peculiar sight. A lot of DNFs here, 6 DNFs, and a unfortunate disqualification for that circle. But yeah, that's going to be a running order. TTM Dave taking home back-to-back wins. What a race from Dave.
Wow. Great race by Dave. Great race. There's going to be a lot to dissect after this, that's for sure.
Definitely, there's going to be a lot of penalties to go through, and definitely a race brief. But there you can see the Ferrari overalls on the podium once again in TTM Tier 1 for the North American tier. My fault.
Wow. All right. Well, let me get our podium guys in here. See if we can ask them a few questions.
Definitely, for sure. But our running order is going to pop up once again. Yep, and there it is. NLF1 in P7. Actually, nope. Brownito in P8 picking up fastest lap. a very quick lap. TTM Dave almost set that lap, so he could have had maximum points here, but by like 500ths of a second, he lost out on that 26 point. But yeah, very good race from the Ferrari driver. Alfa Romeo picking up good points. Mercedes picking up great points. They're P2 in the constructor standings. That might push them up to P1 after the DNF from Lord Gamer.
That is everything for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. For more TTM content, check out the video in the top right. And to join the TTM community, take a look at the link in the description. Until next time, see you on track.